All right, so the breakdown of Matthew chapter 27, part 2. Crucifixion victims were often made to carry their own cross, though usually this was the horizontal beam. That itself would be anywhere from 35 pounds or 16 kilograms to the size of a railroad tie. Since Jesus was horribly mutilated beforehand, he can't keep pace with other prisoners. John 19, 1 through 4. Taking advantage of Roman law, Matthew 5:41, the soldiers forced an innocent bystander to drag the cross the rest of the way. Matthew 27 and 32. On the cross at a place of Golgotha, Jesus refuses to drink a bitter wine. This was probably a sedative, and Jesus did not want his mind dulled. The soldiers split up his clothes and gambled over the last piece. A sign over Jesus' head carried the crime for which he is officially being executed, being King of the Jews. People passing by, including several Jewish religious leaders, mocked Jesus for not being able to save himself while claiming to be the Son of God. But see, if y'all knew what I knew, he could save himself. That's the thing. Even the criminals being crucified alone, Jesus made fun of him. That's childish. Okay. Matthew 27:33 through 44. This is really starting to tick me off. Because I knew the story, it's just the details of it all. It's really starting to. We don't want old Felicia to come on back, so we're going to keep her right here. As this occurs, an unexplained darkness falls over Israel for about 3 hours. Jesus cries out in Aramaic. I don't know. It's another language, I do believe. Quoting the words of Psalm 22:1, my God, why have you forsaken me? Some misunderstand Jesus and think he's calling for the prophet Elijah to come and save him. Finally, Jesus voluntarily gives up his spirit and dies. At that moment, the enormous curtain of the temple, which symbolically separates man from the presence of God, is ripped into from top to bottom. A potent earthquake breaks open the graves of some Israel saints. Roman soldiers, filled with awe, fearfully declare that Jesus might have been divine. You think? Matthew 27:45 through 54. Joseph of Arimathea, a rich follower of Jesus, asks Pilate for Jesus' body. Pilate agrees, and Joseph buries the body in his own tomb, his own never used tomb. Pilate also agrees to the request of some Jewish religious leaders to post a guard at the tomb. Their intent is to keep the body from being stolen, preventing the disciples of Christ from faking a resurrection. Matthew 27:56 through 66. In an ironic twist, the extra measures taken after Jesus' death succeed. They entirely rule out any possibility that someone may have stolen his corpse. When Jesus' tomb is found empty, it will be clear evidence of a miracle. Matthew chapter 28, 1 through 10. Alright, y'all, so that is all I have for the breakdown of Matthew chapter 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.